Hello, welcome back. Got a little bit more construction done. That does give us Legions of Steel, which I guess we can cast, technically. My god can forge Earth Boots, so we can put that on our E1 guy, who can then cast Earth Power, or just use 2 gems. This costs a gem in JBBM, but that's a pretty nice buff for us, because a lot of our stuff has high protection from armor anyway, so it buffs a lot of our infantry. It's probably worth bearing in mind. I need Earth Boots first, though, to make reliable use of it. Do we have Earth Power yet? Yeah. Anyway, what else did we do? So, a throne was claimed. Throne of Air. We did Bowl of Blood and found nothing. An arrow appeared out of the sky and hit one of our Bone Readers in the heart. He died instantly. I guess Arrow is a Seeking Arrow nation then, that's not great. Did more Infernal Breeding. Don't think we found any sites this turn. Court 22, is that? 21? 21 Blood Slaves. Event, we got a little bit of gold, some Dominion, bit of unrest as well. A priest of the sexual tension between us has been preaching and warning of the end of the world. Okay. There was then the Arena Deathmatch, which we competed in. It was only me and Yomi. Unfortunately, Yomi sent the stupid Dione thing that has 75 hit points. And yeah, comes with a bunch of wolves. So kissing the Just Eat delivery guy can wipe out the wolves pretty quickly at least. But he doesn't really make much of an impact against the Yomi. So, you know. Unfortunate, but we did our best, so there we go. So congratulations to an unnamed Dione, who gets the champion's helmet. Discovered an Ubar scout, lost 3 of our wolves doing that. And yeah, Xanthrest is not open, it's critically damaged. Because the Bone Reader died, which means all of his units ended up in the garrison, which means they didn't count as sieging. So we lost a ton of siege strength because of that Seeking Arrow. So Xanthrest's not quite open yet, unfortunately. But we can't see any reinforcements going yet. This little stack has moved back. Possible this is all he has, unless he has stuff up here as well. So we still have our assassin waiting here to kind of kill a commander who moves through. And we're still just sieging, unfortunately. But I'm moving the southern forces up from our throne that we just claimed. So there's going to be a ton of stuff here now. Hopefully we don't lose any more commanders to Seeking Arrows. We do have a lot of astral income though. So I've set one of our astral mages to doing Rabbit's Foot charms every month. So that'll at least allow us to protect mages from single Seeking Arrows per turn, which is something. But yeah, it's going to be a bit annoying either way. I definitely want to get a item on my god who's just sitting around with 12 hit points, because this guy would get instigated by a Seeking Arrow if it hits him. So I'm going to stick a Rabbit's Foot and a Lock Amulet on him. For now, we'll try and get some more items on him to make him a bit stronger. Yeah, but this turn, so we're doing 2 things. I'm going to take the stack currently in Dampdale and just move it into Comsath. We'll see how that goes. We have a line of Abyssian infantry in the front. We have some weird Hellspawn guys, plus some Amazons and Ogres at the top. They're on attack rear. These guys are undisciplined. So this stuff will march forward, this will hit the rear. We've got the Salamanders here. I guess I can put them behind the line, probably safer. And then these weird things are on undisciplined as well. And we have 2 mages with them as well, doing some flare, which is a pretty good spell. So we are fighting into cold, so it's not great for us, but it's now middle of spring, and we do have Dominion here. We spread heat on our borders. So it should tip slightly in our favour. We'll see. But we'll just hit Comsath. Xanthrest should crack open next turn, no matter what happens. Hopefully we don't lose any more mages. And that's all we can really say at the moment. Doing quite a bit of recruitment this turn. I'm having both of our mages down here do Infernal Breeding. Because if this goes badly, well, we'll hopefully have some stuff to replenish the forces. And getting some infantry in a Fezibor as well. We'll just see how it goes. Got Site Searchers moving down to Site Search in Hagoria. And doing 2 Blood Hunters now in Uni, because we pretty much zeroed the unrest. Because it was, what, 45 last turn? So we'll see if it stays low. That would be nice. We also should have our nature mage next turn. So we can bring her down into this province, give her the Moonvine bracelet that's currently sitting in the stash, and she can start summoning some more wolves for us every turn. So that's going to be her job for a while. That'll give us some more patrollers, and that'll let us spread out some more blood hunters, because Griffer and Dragon Ridge both just have labs that we could makes it really convenient. This is an 8k province, 4k province. I mean, they're ready and waiting to go. We've got like loads of blood mages are sat here. Just want to make sure I can patrol these provinces before I start blood hunting them. Other than that, things are fine. We'll see what Sarah does. Hopefully this goes fine. Hopefully this goes fine. Hopefully no one else dies to Seeking Arrows, and I think that's everything there is to say. Anything else happening? Full of Blood, Infernal Breeding, Planet of Luck, Rabbit Foot Charm every month. Still blood sacking. This is back to 1 candle, so yeah, need some help. We'd probably look at getting more temples down in this part of the world. Certainly here. Don't really have a lot of gold saved up at the moment, though. I could just move one of our priests over to be ready to do it. Would be a nice place to have a temple, because we're going to be sat here defending. But that is it for turn 25. I'm safe to end turn. So that's turn 25, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. Another throne was claimed, Crystal Throne, in the name of rocks and metals. That's a nice throne. We did more Infernal Breeding, Ball of Blood found nothing, more Infernal Breeding. Another arrow appeared out of the sky. This one also hit a Bone Reader. Good accuracy so far. This time only wounded him though. He picked up a disease, but our Bless is half dead. So we have 80% disease resistance, so hopefully he survives a long time in spite of the disease. We caught 23 Blood Slaves this turn. We moved into Comsath, but there's nothing there, so that's okay. You can just watch the Salamanders blow up some commanders again. They prioritize the commanders pretty regularly. I'm quite impressed so far. Events, Dubros got attacked by barbarians, and we lost it, unfortunately. Yeah, only 21 of them, though. Dragon Ridge, though, we got 1,310 gold, a black steel kite shield, and a bunch of gems. So, pretty good. Xanthrast's open, and we did some patrolling. So here's the map now. So we can see here is Sarah's army, 90 things. But Fomoria's right here, so maybe he's going to sit in this fort and fight Fomoria now. Serves him right for invading Fomoria, I suppose. So we've safely taken Comsath so far. And we can move up. I still haven't seen any, like, army coming to help out over here. It's possible this is his entire army, and, like, this territory is just undefended now. Which would be amusing. So we're doing two things over here. We're moving this army into Golden Fens. We might have starvation issues. It's cold 3 currently in a swamp. We're eating 120 supplies. Hopefully it's fine. But this province gives us the most places we can move to. So, seems like the best bet for safety. So I'll go there now. Comsath's a pretty nice province. It doesn't let us recruit anything too interesting, but we can put really good PD here. It's about 70 income as well. It's quite nice if we can keep it after the war's over. So we'll move into Golden Fens. Xanthrast I'm just going to storm with everything. So, I mean, it's a lot of stuff and this is an empty fort, but whatever, I'll just bring everything anyway. This might be overkill. I suppose I could send Tinder for Gamers to just take Cunaral. It's nice to have everything just stay together though, because in case something does move to Old Forest next turn. But I'm going to move my Assassin to Sarah, so we can see if there's anything in Sarah. If there's nothing in Sarah, then we can split this up next turn and just take both of these at the same time, and that's fine. And then we'll also have units here too. So I don't think it's too bad if we do things slow. We just storm with everything, leave these provinces unattacked still. And we'll just see what this terrain looks like. But that's all that's happening over here. Down here, we just lost this province to Bobs. I'm going to send pretty much all the patrollers. I'm just going to send out mages as well, just to drop some little firelies. I just want to make sure we take this back with no problems. We don't have many units in the front, so I'm worried they just... in fact, I should probably just push them all the way to the front and hope that they attack the Bobs quickly. Well, then again, it's like, I don't want them to get stranded and all die, you know? Because we do have 17 salamanders that should just mind blast the Bobs to bits pretty quickly, but I don't know. Hopefully this goes fine. We've got some firely spammers as well there anyway. A couple of arrows. Hopefully it's fine. I mean, worst case scenario, the salamanders will blow up and kill some stuff. Who knows? But yeah, hopefully that goes fine and we take it back. I don't like looking weak on the border of, like, armies. It's always a bad sign. So I want to take this back immediately. Just hope it goes well. We did have a ton of gold this turn, but I didn't really recruit anything. I just spammed buildings, so we're getting a temple down in Uni. We're also upgrading the fort in Hogoria to a fortress. And I'm also getting down a lab and a temple in Solian, so that's a ton of buildings getting queued up this turn. But that's nice, it's 2 more temples. And a bit more income from an upgraded fort. Should be pretty good. We're pretty safe here because Russ has moved off our border. So that's nice as well. And that's basically it for this turn. We got some really cool stuff out of Infernal Breeding this turn. So we have these Hellspawns. These have 6 encumbrance, they have 21 protection though. 3 length, 0 attacks. Unfortunately it's length 0, but these are all magic attacks as well. The bobtail is 50 points of negating fatigue damage. And a bunch of venomous claws. If we hit stuff that's got like really low attack and defense, then these guys will shred them, I suppose. But yeah, 21 hit points and 21 protection as well, though. They're pretty nice in the front too. And they have the heat aura. So they're pretty good hellspawns. Then we got these ones who aren't quite as good. Do we have one that isn't wounded? 17 protection, 4 defense, 6 encumbrance. These have the Belch Fame attack though, which is AoE 1. So that's also pretty nice. The flail is going to hit really hard too when it does hit. This is 2 attacks per round with 20 points of blunt damage. And more of these little guys as well. These hellspawns. Not quite as good, but again, if they can actually hit and not get like repelled and horribly shredded, they'll do tons of damage. Well, these barbed tails would be really good against enemy gods as well, I think. Just need to land a few paralyzers. Pretty good. So that's a nice little raiding force. I'm going to send them out with my prophet, who I might not be able to send into enemy territory because of the hit point loss, because he'll just take a seeking arrow and die, but he's with them for the time being. I'll just stick them in Dampdale, so there's more stuff over here to help. Well, help whoever needs help, I suppose. I think that's fine. So this is all okay. Hopefully we take that back. Building tons of buildings. I'm also going to forge my god a rubber missile protection. He's now got Twist Fate, Luck, Fire Res. We'll give him missile protection as well. And then he should be pretty safe for a while, even with 12 hit points. He's doing more Infernal Breeding while Malphus does some blood hunting. We've got 0 unrest here this turn, so that's quite nice. Also got 8 death gems, so I'm having Theok do some dark knowledge. I'll probably just cast it on the thrones, see if we can't find a death site there. That might be nice. Anything else? Let's see. There's the fortress, Ball of Blood, Dark Knowledge, more Infernal Breeding, Rabbit's Foot Charms every month. There's the robe, lab, temple, warming. Yeah, it's all fine. And that's it for turn 26. So things seem okay so far. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. First up, we cast Dark Knowledge. This might be the best Dark Knowledge that has ever been cast. We got Black Tower and the Crypt underneath. I'll look at those in a second. Arrow appeared out of the sky and hit Rod the Commander. He died instantly. That's why he was there, so perfect. Search sites didn't find any. Caught 45 blood slaves. Really good turn for blood hunting. We took back Dubros with no problems at all. Don't know why I was worried about barbarians, but basically our salamanders just nuked the commanders. And that's that. Golem Fens we also moved into. No defense. So, I think here really. About 10 points of PD, but again, man, the Salamanders really like hitting the commanders. I don't know why that is exactly. And finally the fortress at Xanthrast. Also pretty empty. There are, however, some behemoths here, which is interesting. But, not interesting enough, really. So there's Xanthrast as well. Witch Kings cost 390 gold, so that's a pretty decent loss. These are summoned. Yeah, so there we go. Good turn for sight, good turn for blood hunting, good turn for battles and events. We got 15 defense in Dragon Ridge, and a Deer Tribe Warrior in Iron Range. We are also starving in Golem Fens. He's a Deer Tribe Warrior. Not terribly useful. 32 gold a year upkeep. He's a commander though. He can lead around wolves and do patrolling. So that's fine. Right, Dark Knowledge in Hogria. Black Tower. This lets you recruit blood mages. So B2 D2 mages and B1 D1 mages. These cost 65 gold. These are amazing to pick up. The only drawback to this is it's in the province where the Throne of Knowledge is, so they're competing with sages and lawmasters, which is odd. It's an odd problem to have, but amazing province to pick up, and it gives you 3 death gems. And as if that was not enough, we also have the crypt underneath, which is another 3 death gems and a conjuration bonus. So this province is amazing now. It's the Throne of Knowledge and those. This is like now all of our death income. We've gone from 0 to 6. Pretty good. We also have another source of blood mages, a source of decent death mages, and a conjuration bonus. And I realized in conjuration, we have a national spell we could start using. Summon 5 Smolder Ghosts for 5 death gems. This will be 4 death gems now. We just need a death mage with fire. And I suppose, like, it's possible, like, I don't know what that spell does. I don't know if it's good. But it's something in conjuration we already have, so we could start getting a discounted version of it. We could also summon wolves here as well. That would actually be worth doing. That would actually be worth doing. I think I'll start summoning wolves here now, but then I'll probably start moving a nature mage over here. Do it here instead. Basically, all of our summoning should be getting done in Hogria now. And then I'm not sure what we'll do after that with... we could also be doing the Dark Knowledges from here. That's also a good point. Let's move over there and do that. Well, I mean, range might be an issue, right? 3 provinces. Let's site search this other throne first, because that's a good target, and then we'll go there to do Dark Knowledge as well. There don't really seem to be any cool, like, fire spells we could do. Could find some Scorpion Beasts, but, I don't know. But that's a sick province now, and I'll try to make some use of it. But, yeah, for now, we still have this guy queued up. But worst case scenario, I'll recruit a Circle Master and just empower him in fire, and then start summoning Smolder Ghosts. And that guy could also then forge a Skull of Fire, which would be really useful. So, we'll start. This time we're having starvation issues here. We now have this fort. We can see that Sarah has about 60 things in his cap. I'm going to start assassinating them. I'm not going to do any big aggressive movement just yet, though. We have these new guys moving to Comseth this turn, so they'll be here. The stuff in Golem Fens I'm just going to have take Resting Heights next. And then the stuff in Resting Heights and the stuff in Xanthrast can meet up in Old Forest and then threaten the cap, I think. And then these guys can then also take Ionia on the same turn. So that's all that's happening over here at the moment. And while I'm doing that, I'm taking a moment to forge an enormous cauldron of broth with my god. For some supply. Because we might run into supply issues over here. It's the middle of summer, well, it's early summer at the moment, it will be the middle of summer next turn. But still cold too over here. Which is a bit uncomfortable for us generally, but also for supplies. Xanthrast, the fort we just took, also has a damned merchant, so that's more passive blood income, which is quite nice. And I'm going to send out a few things just to pick up Unity Roll. Yeah, and then the rest of the stuff will move to All for us next turn. I've also got a mage in Solian blood sacking here to try and push some Dominion out. And my profit will be in this province next turn. So I might try to be blood sacking in both of these forts, just to push some Dominion in. Because this is down to 1 dot candle already. Would be nice to fight in our own Dominion. So that's the status up here. All quiet so far. No retaliation just yet. Looks like Sarah's a bit got his focus split though. But yeah, hopefully we can start assassinating some mages. That'd be good. And this guy is pretty powerful. He's got luck and twist fate. So I don't know. Good luck to him. Down here in Greendale, I'm doing Enormous Cauldron of Broth, packs of wolves every month. I will move the nature mage over to Hogreer at some point though. I suppose I could just start doing it now. It doesn't really delay anything, does it? Just start moving the Trollers and the Nature Mage to Hogreer. Start doing it there. I mean, why not? You don't need the Moonvine Bracelet just yet then. And we'll have another Nature Mage next turn. But yeah, Enormous Cauldron, Malthus is going to do Infernal Breeding, Dark Knowledging this throne. Just to have 2 Blood Hunters. We're keeping the Unrest zeroed, which is good. So that's continuing as well. Not doing much recruitment this turn. I am upgrading this fortress. And that's, we didn't get like a gold event this turn, so can't really recruit a lot. I'm going to send 1 Blood Hunter to Griffer and 1 to Dragon Ridge. I'll just start blood hunting there. Maybe the Unrest will be a bit low, it's just 1 guy doing it. But we should start getting wolves soon, so we can start actually patrolling all these things. And up here we just took back to Bros, so the mages are going back to Peskin. The units are going back to Uni. Forging 2 Rabbit's Foot Charms at the moment. Next turn we'll try and put on some Rabbit's Foot Charms, Cauldron of Broth. I've got little fire mages forging fires in jars as well, so they'll carry those over. Yeah, pretty good turn so far. What we need is for this to go really, really... well, I don't know. I was going to say really badly for Sarah. But maybe the ideal situation is that they just clinch a victory, so that Moria and Sarah are both, like, set back, while I'm just free to do stuff up here. Looks like Sarah's very afraid to, like, move out at the moment. And every time we cast Infernal Breeding, we just get more junk to shove up here, so... I think we're going to be getting stronger faster than he is, but we'll see. We are still taking Seeking Arrows every turn though, which is a bit awkward. Some of these mages might die, which would be unfortunate. But it is what it is, I suppose. I think that's it for this turn. Kind of a lot going on, I suppose, but let's just go through everything. So, upgrading the fortress, Fire and Jar, Full of Blood, Fire and Jar, Dark Knowledge, Infernal Breeding, Cauldron, Rabbit's Foot Charms, Bloodsackers, Assassination, Build Fortress. Yeah. But that is the turn. We'll probably put some PD here. Probably can't hold these provinces for very long if Sarah chooses to start taking stuff back, but we'll put some there. Alright, well that was turn 27, so thanks for watching. Is that the end of a video? I'm not sure. It would be 30 would be 1, so that would be 28, 29, 30. Yes, this is the end of the video. So thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying it, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.